Thank you for joining us for Darryl Turner's 180 Audio, where each week Darryl injects inspiration, motivation, and pure energy into your business and personal life. Your audio will begin momentarily.
Hey, it's Darryl Turner. Welcome to Jumpstart 180 Audio. Happy Monday morning to you. This week's audio is entitled The Mallet. Now, I know two people that are probably listening to this audio and already have a pretty good idea what this is all about, or maybe do you? You see, last week I had the opportunity to go out and work with a fantastic group of people, and part of that is the opportunity to go out and actually make some sales calls with one of the salespeople. And as we were on our way to one of the appointments, which actually would have been the first appointment, which ended up being no appointments, she said there's something wrong with one of the tires. A little indicator light came on, and so we pulled off the side of the road, and I looked at it and it looked okay. And so we began to talk about what we were going to do on that sales call, and we had a couple of preliminary phone calls that we needed to make to be able to get all the details in order for that sales call. And by the time we were all done, we got back, started the car, and as soon as she started to move, she said her steering didn't feel right. So, of course, I got out, and lo and behold, yeah, you guessed it, right front tire flat all the way down to the rim. So I had her back up slowly. Of course, I'm wearing a suit. I get in her trunk and pull out the jack and pull out everything, and I jack up the car. Of course, she teased me for never breaking character because the suit coat didn't even come off, right? So I'm looking around for cameras in the sky. I knew for sure I was on candy camera. This just wasn't a normal thing. And of course, the person who put the lug nuts on put them on so tight with an impact wrench there was just no way to get them off. So there I am jumping up and down in a suit on the side of the road on a ratchet or wrench, if you will, crowbar style lug nut tool, trying to get the lug nuts off. And after a few minutes of working at it, I got the last one off, and car was jacked up. Of course, you grab the tire, and if anybody's ever changed a tire, you know, you just grab the tire, it comes right off. Well, this one wasn't, because that rim was so fastened tightly to that hub, it wasn't coming off. After all the work we put into it, everything that we tried to do, as creative as we could be, had to break down and call AAA. The AAA guy comes out and jacks the car back up and he takes a mallet out and starts pounding on the back of the rim. Now, here's the moral of the story, or one of the morals of the story is, I didn't have a mallet, so there was no way that thing was going to come off. You see, I didn't have the right tool for the job. Now, believe it or not, a hammer at times to beat on the back of a wheel is the right tool. But he was there for just a minute, got it changed, didn't even take my AAA card, said, "You're good," and drove away. And as we looked underneath the car, she said, "Did he leave his rag down there?" And I looked down and I said, "Looks like something else." And she backed up, and lo and behold, he left the mallet. So I said, "Well, what do? You put it in the trunk because you might need it again." And we were going to call, but we thought, what, get the guy in trouble for leaving a tool behind? Well, another person from the office came and brought my car. I left. He got in her car. They drove away. She hit another pothole, and the spare tire started to leak. He grabbed the mallet from the trunk, the mallet she didn't have prior to the first event, and began to pound on that rim to stop the air from leaking. Now, here's the second moral of the story, is what tool do you have that you didn't even know you had? What thing have you found laying around, or what person of wisdom has spoken to you? What resources do you have that you might not even be aware that you have? Like this mallet had turned into this huge joke, but without it, she would have had 2 flat tires in the same afternoon. It's funny because I think today she probably still has that mallet in her trunk, and of all of the things that no one would have ever imagined needing once, she needed twice. And why am I telling you all of this? Because I think you're going to have a flat tire? I certainly hope not. But because I think sometimes we overlook the resources we have at our fingertips. I think that there are things available to us that we're not really aware of or paying attention to. There are people around us who can help us, but we haven't tapped in to the resource of their wisdom. You see, this week as I go about my business and you go about your business, we should be thinking about something. Look around. Is there a mallet in your trunk? Is there something that you have that you don't know you have or did not think you would need that will help you accomplish a goal? Are there people in your life that you need to ask questions of and that you need to have quick conversations with and you need to allow to help you? In other words, do you have tools that you are unaware of? Or how about this? Do you have tools that you've had so long that you have actually forgotten that you possess them? As you go about your week, think about this. If she wouldn't have had that mallet, she would have had 2 flats in the same day. You have the tools at your disposal, at your fingertips, to be as successful as you want to be. Don't ever overlook the resources your company provides. Don't overlook the resources that even your mind provides. Don't overlook the resources that other people are to you. And I don't mean in a selfish way, because you need to be a resource to them as well. But I believe that most, if not all, of the tools that you and I need day to day to hit our goals, to be successful, to be significant to others, are right in our midst. Hey, thanks for joining me this week on Jumpstart 180 Audio.
Thank you for listening to this week's 180 Audio. For any questions or comments, please feel free to email us at info@darrylturner.com, or you can follow Darryl on Twitter @DarrylTurner. We look forward to hearing from you soon.